shout out to old J-Dubs, old James Wedmore, old James Meta Wedmore, my business coach from Business by Design. We like to play with these, and whether you have a business or a formal business or not, I think you can just see your whole life as a business if you like. But if you're an artist, even if you haven't registered as a business or as an incorporation, you are a business as an artist, whether you're an actor or a comedian. So this advice, these are like little advice cards, or I don't know, there's a better name for them than advice cards, but Business by Design. All right. Here we go, Brandon. We're going to let Brandon select. Wait. Reach through and point the one you like.
Yeah, that one.
This one?
That one. Right, yeah.
No, this one.
Point. That one. Pick that one.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Your head. Yep, you're pulling it out now. This is it. This is the card I picked.
That was good special effects we had there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This one says, ooh, this is good. Here it is. This one says, success. Make that big screen for a second. There we go. It says success, and there's a picture of a straight line, and it says what people think it looks like. And then there's a massive scribbly blob of a mess in the middle, but generally it goes up, and that says what it really looks like. Then it says success is anything but linear or straightforward. And that's interesting. It applies, especially in show businesses. There is no straight line. Like certain career paths, there is a fairly straight line to and a process, like especially if it's a technical program or something that you need to get certified for. You got to go take this course and then this course, and then you intern, and then you article. Like think about a lawyer. There's a pretty clear path to partner there. But when you start in the arts, you're like, I don't even know what to do. We always suggest classes and learning first. But there's this fake, false thing of like ladders, rungs on a ladder, and that you're working your way sequentially up the ladder based on the size of the gig, or the significance of the gig, or the size of the show, or the amount of people in the audience, or the notoriety of the credit that's attached to it, or the size of the paycheck that's attached to it. There's this fake thing that we think like, oh, you're climbing and you're climbing and you're climbing, but it's not really like that. It's kind of all kinds of shit's happening, and some stuff works out great and some stuff doesn't. And the great thing about Wedmore is he always talks about you either win or you learn. There's not really such a thing as a loss. And when something bad in your life, or something that you might label bad in your life, it's not really anything bad happening to you. It's just things are happening for you, so that it's either you're getting the result that you want, or you're getting the lesson that you needed to then revamp and grow and change, and then eventually get the result that you want. And it doesn't look like a perfect sequential thing, which is challenging because you never really know. Like, you don't know. Everyone who's ever booked this like huge opportunity, they didn't know that they were going to get it a week before they were going to get it. Often, even when they booked it, they didn't know that it was going to turn into a big thing. If you think about actors booking a brand new pilot, it's like, yeah, okay, you booked a pilot, which is huge and exciting, but most pilots don't get picked up, and they certainly don't go on to have 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 seasons and go into syndication and all that stuff. So you never really know. And you mentioned earlier, one thing I like that you said is you talked about how the only mark of success isn't just the booking. And I think the general overall view there is it's not about the result or the destination. It's more about the process, and more about loving the game and appreciating the game, and appreciating the wins and the struggles throughout, so that you're just loving the game and you're loving the process, rather than being tied and so attached to a certain outcome. Because if you think about that, most auditions and opportunities you're not going to get. The reality is the numbers, like whatever you book, maybe you book 1 out of 3, maybe you book 1 out of 5, maybe you book 1 out of 20, maybe you book 1 out of 50. But over the course of your life, you're mostly getting no's as an actor. And if if you're feeling like a piece of shit because of that and feeling like, oh, I'm no good and this is no fun and I don't like this, then that's a problem because you've decided your perspective by default is going to be one that makes you very disappointed over and over versus seeing the view of this is a game and this is a process and this is supposed to be fun and this is about learning and growing and finding the wins along the way.